Personne ne va venir ici financer des gens, les endoctriner pour détruire nos pays. Ça n'aura pas lieu. Vous savez, il y a combien d'ONG au Burkina?
Captain Ibrahim Traoré has faced the worst once again. Captain Ibrahim Traoré says democracy is not for us. Democracy is not for them. So democracy is killing them. He is saying democracy isn't a thing good for Burkina Faso, the people of Burkina Faso, or entirely the African continent. Democracy isn't good for us. That's what Captain Ibrahim Traoré is saying. First of all, my people, the West are at it again. Why am I saying this? This time around, it's a different narrative, but with the same old script that they have been using. They use it in Libya, they use it all over our African continent. They have done it to our leaders. Even in Burkina Faso, that happens then back there. Are you getting me? So this time around, things has changed. They have come again with the aim of seeing human rights abused. Somebody is abusing human rights. They are saying that Captain Ibrahim Traoré is sitting on the right of his citizens. That's what they are saying. The Human Rights Watch is accusing Burkina Faso junta leader of suppressing human rights in Burkina Faso. They are accusing Burkina Faso of killing 8 citizens than extremist groups in that region. They are saying that Captain Ibrahim Traoré and his administration are killing the citizens more than even the extremist group. Now, in an interview with the president of Burkina Faso, he strongly condemns their false narrative about their country. He also said clearly that the West have nothing about human rights. They know nothing about human rights. Human rights actually comes from Africa. So if they are talking about human rights, they should forget about human rights. They don't have any legitimacy to talk about human rights. So human rights actually comes from Africa. Africans were the ones that taught them what to do about human rights. Africans are the one that taught them what is human rights. That's what Captain Ibrahim Traoré is saying. Let's watch this.
It's a matter of human rights, Mr. President. International organizations have accused you of suppressing the independent press and civil society. Is there a place for human rights in Burkina Faso? There
are human rights in Burkina Faso. What do they even mean by human rights? Me, I don't know what they're thinking. You know, no one is going to come here, fund people, indoctrinate them to destroy our countries. That will not happen. You know, do you realize how many NGOs there are in Burkina? You can imagine. Do some research. It's not just hundreds, but it's a lot. I'm not going to give you the number. Do some research. Look up each NGO, do what? Do you really believe it's humanitarian? So there are things like that which we fight against. They say we're fighting against human rights. Is that what human rights are? We are fighting against terrorism to secure our people. So we are giving our people the right to life. That's the most fundamental right, isn't it? The right to life. Aren't we fighting for human rights? We are fighting so that closed schools can reopen, so that children can go to school. Isn't the right to education a human right? Who is fighting for us? Who is helping us? The same people who cry out every day about human rights, none of them have given us a single cartridge to fight against the terrorism that kills our children, to fight against the terrorism that closes our schools, that destroys our schools. That means the terrorists are fighting against human rights, we are fighting for human rights, and they are the ones encouraging the terrorists. Who is fighting against human rights? They're the ones saying it. And I'm going to talk to you right now about some things happening in Europe and elsewhere. But it's over there that they're fighting against human rights. Otherwise, here, human rights exist. And remember something, human rights come from Africa. They don't come from anywhere else. They come from Africa and from West Africa, here. The first charters that spoke about human rights were here in the AIS Confederation, more specifically in Mali. So, human rights were known by Africans. We were well organized, a well-structured society. Everyone had their rights, even women's rights. It was in Africa that women's rights existed. Elsewhere, they didn't exist. And it's those people who want to talk to us about women's rights or human rights. They don't know any rights at all. Who talks about human rights? Who has a habit of bombing children? Who is bombing children everywhere, dropping bombs indiscriminately, killing children and so on? Is that what they call human rights? That's not what we do. We fight for the lives of our people. We protect them. Our soldiers die to protect them. We do everything to open our schools, to educate them. We do everything to subsidize our farmers to develop agriculture so that people can eat their fill. We do everything to dig wells so that people have access to clean drinking water. Who is fighting against human rights? It's them. They have no respect for human rights.
The VDP accused of serious violations. Where are the promised investigations?
Those who say that the VDP are accused of serious violations, what proof have they presented? We ourselves. If we have caught VDP involved in certain acts, they are in prison. Those VDP are in prison. They know where they are. And we have said that it's not someone else. Listen, we are adults. We are adults. No one should see us as subhuman. We know what we are doing. And it's this mentality as well that is dangerous. Because often some leaders in the West and all that see Africans as subhuman. And so they come here as if it's to teach us things. I told you that the right to life, it's us who teach that to the rest of the world. No one teaches us that. So it's true that there have been a few small problems with some people. VDP, there are some who have committed abuses and other things. They are in prison. We have no qualms about that. Now all that they're saying they've put in place, what proof? Nothing. It's us. When people accuse us, we conduct investigations. And very often we end up finding what we call treachery. The terrorists, they carry out massacres in certain places, often wearing our uniforms. Sometimes people even say it's the army. And then they leave. They came dressed in army uniforms. Yes, but it's not us. They put on our flags, all our insignias, and then they come and do it. And the terrorists publish videos. That's it. But why don't they see us? The terrorists post videos on social media where they're wearing our uniforms, our gear and everything. They go out and carry out actions. And then afterwards they film footage of these individuals to claim that it's an army force. They're well aware because they're the ones who go there themselves. How did they manage to establish a channel with the terrorists to get images? How do they do it? There are even people who have the nerve to tell us that they filmed. I remember once an NGO claimed that by satellite image they saw Malians committing abuses. They aren't even ashamed. They don't have the sense to realize that what they're saying is wrong. Why do I say they lack intelligence? It's because they see black people as less than human. Otherwise, if you have the capability to use satellites to see forces committing abuses, but you don't have the capability to use satellites to see the terrorists, then you're insulting us. Here, our entire struggle is for the survival and security of our people. And we live well. We live well. We are in good harmony. Otherwise, well, we wouldn't be able to go wherever we want. And that's it. We wouldn't be able to act. You can travel around Burkina. You can go anywhere you want. You'll see what's changing in Burkina, what the people appreciate about our revolution and everything. And it will do you a lot of good.
All right, my people, you can see clearly what Captain Ibrahim Traoré is saying. You know, many a times, this is what always come to Africa, where these types of things pop up. You see, many a times we see these kind of people saying human rights, this and this democracy. It's not because they believe in democracy. It's not because they believe in human rights. It's because they want something at their own interest. They want something at their own best, but they are not getting it. They want something. They always want to look Africans. They want to steal from Africans. But when they get to see that there is a leader in your state that do not agree with their attempts, that do not want their artifacts, their minerals to be stolen by these people, by them, then they begin to create narratives around these things that, oh, this guy is killing a lot of people in their country. Oh, this guy is stealing the goals of the country to enrich himself. Those are the narratives, which is totally false. Are you getting me? So right now, Captain Ibrahim Traoré is saying that these people don't know anything about human rights. For the matter of fact, we can see what is happening in Iran. Who started it? The West. America started that. Who started that? America. They have bombed schools. They have killed girls. They have killed families. But look at Africa. Have you ever seen an African or African country bombarding a country because of their selfish interests? Have you ever witnessed anything of Africans killing people, the West, or killing people from outside because of their selfish game? Never. You will never see that. So critically, he is standing on that Africans know human rights because we protect our citizens. We fight for the well-being of our citizens. We fight for the well-being of our children, not to kill them. But the West actually kill people. They kill people. They end people. They bombard schools. They bombard children because of their selfish interest. That is what happens them back when they came to Africa to change the narrative so that they will confuse people and loop the continent. So that is what Captain Ibrahim Traoré is saying over here. Now, those are his words. You see, the West are trying hard. They are trying hard to get rid of this man. They are trying hard to return Burkina Faso into civilian rule so that they can actually benefit from whatever they are actually benefit from before. That's what they are trying to do. But here lies the case this time around. Captain Ibrahim Traoré is saying no. And he also says something again. He said democracy isn't for us. They should say no to democracy. Democracy is not working out. They have tried so many times, but isn't working. So this time around, it's not for democracy. Captain Ibrahim Traoré is saying that democracy is a Western tool that is used to kill Africans. So democracy is not for any African. So on a national television this week, Captain Ibrahim Traoré has urged his citizens to forget about democracy, whilst the West are waiting for the return of the state to civilian rule. The West are absolutely waiting. But Captain Ibrahim Traoré claims that the country is no longer in need of democracy. The country is in a progressive popular revolutions. That is what he said. In his words, let me quote it. The people of Burkina Faso must forget about democracy. It's not for us. We have tried it. And where has it led us? To the brink of the abyss. We are in a revolution, a popular progressive revolution. We will establish order and discipline so that we can progress. Everyone must understand this. That is what Captain Ibrahim Traoré is saying. Now, you may think what he's saying is just a word or it's a joke. It's not a joke. If you want to know about that, Captain Ibrahim Traoré has dissolved the National Electoral Commission. He has dissolved that. He has also suspended political parties and extended the military rule by 5 years, which shows you that he isn't joking. He has actually done that. He said democracy isn't for them again. This simply means that there is an actions on the grounds. The president said a country fighting for its life cannot afford the luxury of elections. He isn't going to partake in that. He also claims that the enemies of the country are holding secret meetings in neighboring Ivory Coast, plotting coup against the state. That's what they are doing. And he has issued a stern warning and declared war on them that they are not going to take it lightly. They are not going to take it lightly. They are going to wage war against them mercilessly. Now, apart from that, there is also a lot of reports saying that there is a lot of international media that have been suspended and voices have been restricted in Burkina Faso. So the United Nations has urged the government to reverse its course. And they said Traoré is silencing the saint of a fair trade for territorial gain. That's what he's doing. He's doing that for his own purpose, his own gain. We know these people, this United Nations, we know them. We know how they do things. When it comes to Africa, they always say our leaders are doing things because of their personal gain. Whereas when we go to them, what have they been doing? What is happening in their own country? You see, it's high time that these people should know their place in geopolitics. They should know their place. Because when it goes to their state, what have they been doing? You know, it's sad that people will sit in their, whatever it is being called, their parliament from another country discussing another country's matter. You see, this is crazy. This is crazy. What do you think about that? What they are discussing about Africa country and especially Burkina Faso, the captain is saying that for decades now, his forces has been able to take control over the territories that has been occupied by the extremist groups. However, Human Rights Watch report that the government forces and allies militia are now responsible for more civilians' deaths than the terrorists themselves. That's what they are saying. They are saying that Burkina Faso administration, Captain Ibrahim Traoré administration, and their military allies or militia allies are responsible for more deaths than the extremist groups in the region. How? That's what they are saying. So according to Reuters, Burkina Faso Mali troops kills over 1,255 civilians from 2023 to 2025. That's what they are saying. Watch this.
The VDPs appear to be more brutal and violent than Jenim when they conduct their counterinsurgency operations. For example, in the case of Burkina Faso, the Fulani community, which can fuel recruitment into the ranks of the Islamist armed groups, which are actually surfing and exploiting this kind of, military abuse for their propaganda.
So that is their claims. What the government has denounced the claims as false. They are saying that That is what is happening. But the government is saying that is not what is on the ground. They have put it upon themselves to tackle insurgents in their region, and that is what they are combating. But this Reuters or this West Human Rights Watch is saying otherwise. That's what they are saying. Guys, now let me just put it over here. What do you think about what is actually happening in Burkina Faso or the Sahel nation? Do you think these people are not going to just sleep? They are not going to sit down to watch these people grow. They are not going to sit down to watch these nations develop like the way they are doing right now. Or they always want to a bit of their cake in all these African states. What do you think? Whatever you think, just drop it in the comment section. Thank you for watching this channel.